Hi guys, welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking. So let's get started. So today I'm going to show you my stuffed shells that I stuff with chicken. So I have my oven on 350. Once all my shells are stuffed, I'll place them in my oven for about 30 minutes. So I have 2 chicken breasts that I pounded down. I'm just taking off the extra fat. Then I'll salt and pepper each side and place it in my frying pan. A little bit more right here. And that should do it. So I'll get rid of that. I'll salt and pepper this side of my chicken breast. Then I'll place it in my frying pan and salt and pepper the other side. I place a little bit of olive oil in my pan. I have my burner on medium-high. I'll take my chicken breast and put it salt and pepper side down. I'll do the same to the second one. Now I'll salt and pepper this side. And what you want to do is brown your chicken on both sides. You want to make sure it's thoroughly cooked because you'll be dicing up the chicken. So I'll just let this cook for a little bit and then flip it over. On my stove I have a pot of water and wait for it to come to a boil. And then I'll add in 1 package, which is 12 ounces of the jumbo shells. Now I'll turn my chicken over. I have a half of a purple onion that I diced. I'll place that in. I have 1 yellow pepper and 1 red pepper, the small sweet peppers. I'll place that in. And 2 garlic cloves that I also diced. So this is just another way that I make stuffed shells. Really tastes good stuffing the shells with this chicken. So for my sauce, I'll put my burner on medium-high. I'll place in 1 32 ounce of the heavy whipping cream. I'll place that in my pot. To the heavy whipping cream, I'll place in 1 quart of my homemade tomato sauce. So I'll let this come to a simmer. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting for my water to come to a boil. Chicken's looking good. Now I'll turn my burner off. This chicken really smells super good. So on my cutting board, I'll place my chicken because I'm going to be dicing it up. I'll place the peppers, the onions, and garlic in my bowl. I'll place my bowl off to the side. So now I have my chicken that I'll dice up. Once it's diced, I'll place the chicken in my bowl too. That looks good. So I'm cutting them into small pieces. Place it in my bowl. And I have my oven preheated at 350. And you'll bake this for about 30 minutes. Basically everything is fully cooked. You just want to make sure that once you put the mozzarella cheese in, it's all nicely melted. You can see how nice I browned the chicken. My water has come to a boil, so now I'll add some salt. Place my shells in, and you'll cook the shells al dente. That's good. Now my sauce came to a simmer, so I'll add in 4 ounces of the Parmesan cheese. I'll mix that in. So I lowered my heat to low on my sauce. I'll place just a little bit of pepper in there. Just a tad bit of salt because the Parmesan cheese is salty. Mix it around. Now I'll go back to slicing up my chicken. Place it in my bowl. Continue on with the rest. Now this is the rest of my second chicken breast. So I'll place it in my bowl. To my chicken, peppers and onion and garlic, I'll add in 12 ounces of the shredded mozzarella cheese. So I'll just add that to my bowl. And that's what I'll be using to stuff my shells. So I'll leave this off to the side, clean up my mess, and then go drain my shells. I have my 4-quart pan and I place some sauce on the bottom. So I'll just place this off to the side. I let my shells cool a little bit, but they're still warm. So now I'll take my chicken mixture and stuff my shells. That's perfect. I'll place it in my pan and just continue on with the rest. So now I'm down to the last shell. I'll stuff it in here. So now we'll take some of my sauce and pour it on top. I'm putting enough sauce on here to cover the noodles. Just a little bit more right there. That's perfect. That's good right there. So now I'll place my pan off to the side. I have some fresh oregano from my garden. So I'll slice it up. Smells good. So now that I have my oregano diced, this is 1 tablespoon. I'll sprinkle it on top. I'll cut some more. So it'd be 2 tablespoons of oregano that I'm placing on top of my shells. I can really smell that fresh oregano. It smells good. So I'll take the rest and just sprinkle it on top. That's good. Now I'll take like a handful of cheese, maybe even 2 handfuls, and just spread it on top. And I'm using the shredded mozzarella. It has to be 2 handfuls. That's good. So now I'll cover this and place it in my 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. So into the oven it goes. I have just a little bit of sauce left. Once my shells come out of the oven, I'll place it on my plate and then pour a little extra sauce on top. So I'll just put this back on my stove, leave my stove off, but I'll just place it back on my stove. Now I'll check on my chicken stuffed shells. Ooh, look at how that cheese is melting. Few more minutes. So now I'll put some on a plate. Really smells awesome. Now doesn't that look good? So now I'll try a bite. The perfect bite. It's very hot. This really tastes good. Deserves a second bite. This sauce is really good. This is really, really good. Deserves a third bite. Super good. Well, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Cheryl's Home Cooking and watching me make my chicken stuffed shells. Give them a try. They're really good. I'll see you guys next video. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Cheryl's Home Cooking. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye-bye.